Respected Sri A.K. Jain, former Chief Scientist, Indian Institute of Petroleum, Dehradun, which connected virtually. ED training, R&D and startup, Sri D.V. Shastriji. ED project development, Sri Raman Chatterjee. Senior and colleagues from GTI and those who are connected virtually with us. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning and a warm welcome to all of you. Let me introduce today's dignitary for the program. Sri A.K. Jain, former Chief Scientist, Indian Institute of Petroleum, Dehradun. He has joined with us virtually for today's program. And from GTI Manthan, Sri D.V. Shastriji, Executive Director, Training, R&D and Startup, OIC GTI, who is present here. And from GTI Manthan, Executive Director, Project Development and in charge of TQM, Sri Raman Chatterjee, who is also present here. And those who are joined from different sites with us virtually. Today we are in the third day of the Saptham 2021 and same was being inaugurated on 16th January 2021 at Constitutional Club, Delhi. Each year Saptham is being celebrated by Oil and Gas PSU in association with PCRA to sensitize people about the need for energy conservation. The Plan India campaign will focus on adoption of cleaner fuels. This campaign will spread awareness about 7 key drivers that Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has recently mentioned. They include moving towards a gas-based economy, cleaner use of fossil fuels, greater reliance on domestic sources to drive biofuels, moving into energy fuels like hydrogen, achieving the renewable energy target of 450 gigawatts, and increased use of electric vehicles. As part of the Saptham 2021, GAIL Training Institute Noida, in association with TQM, is organizing a series of talk shows and panel discussions based on relevant topics related to Prime Minister's vision of energy conservation. Now, I will request leader training, R&D and startup, D.V. Shastriji, to address the gathering.
Thank you, Mr. Manan. Today's guest speaker, Sri A.K. Jain, connected in virtual mode. My dear colleague, Sri Raman Chatterjee, ED Total Quality Management. Mr. Sanjeev Kumar, Chief General Manager R&D. Mr. Vinay Prasad, Chief General Manager TQM. Mr. Mittal, Mr. Velu, Mr. Yogesh, and all my colleagues of GAIL connected from their respective work centers in virtual mode. All of us are aware that today's whole world it is facing the VUCA environment. VUCA, I hope all of us understand: volatility, uncertainty, complexity and ambiguity. And this COVID-19 is the live example of VUCA. Nobody knew what would happen. In November 2019, nobody was knowing what is going to happen in December, January and so on. And similarly, I mean, in short, it is sufficient to say that the speed of change is so high that nobody can predict anything. Now, gone are the days that the present data can be extrapolated to predict something. So, same applies to the fluctuating oil prices. So, such fluctuation in the international market and the country's heavy dependence on import are matters of serious concern, particularly for the countries like ours. So to meet the energy requirement of the population, government has taken several steps like increased exploration and production activities in the country, acquiring oil and gas assets abroad, development of alternative fuels, and conservation of petroleum products, etc. Fuel conservation and technological interventions for obtaining higher energy efficiency are pragmatic solutions for cutting down the country's import burden. The Petroleum Conservation Research Association (PCRA) has been organizing a nationwide campaign aimed at making the country aware about the conservation of oil and gas every year. Earlier, this program was known as Oil and Gas Conservation Fortnight (OGCF), which was renamed as Saksham, that is Samrakshan Kshamata Mahotsav, from the year 2017 onwards. This is now organized for the whole month instead of a fortnight. This year also, Saksham 2021 is being organized from 16th of January to 15th of February with enthusiastic participation of public throughout the country. Like previous year, this year's tagline of the event is Green and Clean Energy. Saksham 2021 was formally started in a grand inauguration ceremony held at Constitution Club of India, New Delhi on 16th of January by Shri Tarun Kapoor, Secretary MOPNG and Chairman of PCRA. The program was inaugurated simultaneously at various states, UTs, capitals and all the work centers of GAIL. An awareness drive among the employees and general public will be carried out by GAIL by organizing a number of events across the country by means of cyclothon, human rallies, painting competition, quiz competition, etc. In this context, GAIL's TQM department, in association with GAIL Training Institute, Noida, is organizing a series of talk shows and panel discussions by eminent speakers from energy domain on the theme of green and clean energy. In total, there will be 10 numbers of such programs to be conducted during 1 month span. The eminent speakers from IIT Dehradun, IIT Madras Chennai, Gujarat Energy and Research Management Institute, Germany, Indian Biomass Association, Sports Academy Association of India, former professor and former independent director of GAIL, etc. They have consented to be the part of these talk shows and panel discussions. This program will be a live streaming across GAIL employees and recorded version shall be available in PCRS social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, etc. So on this occasion, I urge upon all of you to wholeheartedly participate in the month-long awareness drive and also join the talk shows and panel discussions on the scheduled dates and time to gain knowledge from the eminent speakers in the domain of energy related to renewables, solar, biogas, electric vehicles, etc., etc. And gaining knowledge is important, but implementing it in practice is more important. So, howsoever small step it may be the use of efficient gas burners in our kitchens, or maybe switching off the lights when we leave the office, and so on. These are the small steps, but these can lead to a large amount of energy savings throughout the country and ultimately in saving on our import bill. So with these words, I wish this month-long celebration a grand success. And now I would request my colleague, Shri Raman Chaddaji, to say a few words on this occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, Shastri. Just a small recap on what has already been told by ED training. Now, as we all know that MOPNG, in association with PCRA, that is Petroleum Conservation Research, and Oil and Gas Public Sector Enterprise, they are organizing a month-long awareness campaign, which has been rechristened as aptly as Saksham 2021, and with the tagline Green and Clean Energy. This tagline, Green and Clean, itself says a lot of things about what our focus is during this month long, what we can say is the celebration. Now, to celebrate this section 2021, GAIL is organizing a number of events across all the work centers. An awareness drive among the employees and general public will be carried out at all our work sites. As rightly told, in association with our Gas Training Institute, a series of talk show panel discussions by eminent speakers and researchers in the field from the energy domain on the theme of green and clean energy are being organized. Now, first program of the series of talk shows, which is being webcast today, is on the topic of improved domestic cooking burner for PNG. And our guest lecturer is Shri A.K. Jain, former Chief Scientist, Research Planning and Project Monitoring, CSIR, IIT Dehradun. Just a brief introduction for Jain. Mr. Amar Kumar Jain is an alumni of Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee, and has obtained BE Mechanical and ME in Thermal degree. He joined CSIR IIP Dehradun as a scientist B in October 1981 and superannuated in July 20, almost after 4 decades, as chief scientist. During the tenure, he was the head of Research Planning and Business Development Division, Tribology and Combustion Division of CSIR IIT. He has over 39 years of experience in the areas of petroleum products and efficient utilization, alternative fuels, industrial and domestic combustion, tribology, research planning and business development. He has published over 75 research papers in international national journal symposium and has 5 patents to his credit. He was awarded UNIDOS Fellowship in 1984 for research work in USA, DART Fellowship in 1992 and 2002 for research work in Germany, INSA Fellowship in 1998 and 2003 for research work again in Germany. He was awarded the Best Scientist Award from the CSIR IIP in 1995 and the Best Indian Paper on Environmental Pollution Award for his SAI paper presented in the Symposium on International Automotive Technology at ARAI Pune in 2007. Mr. Jain is the chairman of MED 17 Committee of Bureau of Indian Standards. The improved PNG burner was developed under his leadership at CSIR IIP. Now I would request Mr. Jain to continue with this session, and he will be basically covering insight on various fuels for domestic use in India, LPG scenario and PNG idea, use of PNG by modifying LPG burner, thermal efficiency, loss and safety issues due to suboptimal conversion, Jugaad burner versus CSIR IIP burner, power of scientific innovation, idea of PNG to replace LPG, benefits of PNG use for the customer and scope of further improvement by using dedicated PNG burner designed by CSR IIP. I would like to add that today we have around 56 lakh domestic connections, and as you all are aware that we are basically converting the LPG stoves, which are primarily LPG, are replacing the jets. So that's what I feel it has been referred as a jugaad. So we have around 56 lakh domestic connections, and I'm happy to note that there has been some collaboration to convert 10 lakh PNG stoves this year in collaboration with EESL. So other aspects what we look forward from Mr. Jain is energy cost of LPG and PNG, CSR IR/IIP design targets for PNG burner, PNG burner modeling approach and parameters optimization, schematic of PNG burner testing facility at CSR IIP Dehradun along with controlled lab tests, PNG burner design licensing, authentication by customers, national benefits due to adoption of CSR IIP and PCR PNG burner, and saving of PNG and GHG. It is referred to almost a saving of the efficiency, the thermal efficiency of the burner increases by almost 15%. So with this, I invite Mr. Jain for a presentation on the new CNG burners being developed under his leadership at CSI IR IIP Dehradun. Mr. Jain.
Unmute yourself. Mr. Jain, unmute yourself, please. Sir, you are not audible. Unmute yourself.
Then sir, please unmute yourself.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So I am thankful for the kind introduction. Sri D.V. Sastri ji and Sri Chadda ji and other people, other dignitaries on the dais and the persons connected virtually. It is really a pleasure for me to be present here and to talk to you about the LPG burner, which is actually I have worked at CSI IIP for the last 40 years. But this is one topic, this is one work which is very, very close to my heart. So I am really very glad to talk about this. You see, the LPG burner was being used, and we introduced PNG that was started in 2011 by Gujarat Gas. So when this PNG came, we wanted to burn that PNG and we had no PNG stock. So we had the LPG stock. By the common knowledge, we know that, okay, we want more flow rate because the calorific value is less than half that of LPG. So what we could do, we could increase the jet size. That was the easiest thing to do. So we increased the jet size and somehow we got the flame. We were happy because even then, by doing all this, we were able to cook well and the energy cost was lower than the subsidized LPG. So we were happy. And slowly this was started. But then what happened over the years, the number of the PNG connections increased. And we noticed sometime in 2014 that what is happening in the market, how this PNG burner is operating. Whereas if I go by the scientific knowledge, the basic point is that if you have a burner and you want to interchange the fuel, let's say from PNG to LPG or LPG to PNG. So it is the Mach number of the fuel which will decide whether interchangeability is there or not. Since the Mach number of PNG and LPG is entirely different, then how it is possible with Mach number of 80 for LPG and maybe 48 for PNG, how we can interchange, how the fuel will work. So we thought, let us study this problem. And we had a meeting and we made a project proposal and we thought the most appropriate agency to approach for funding is the PCRA, Petroleum Conservation Research Association, because we want to conserve the fuel. So we went to them, submitted our proposal, had a discussion, had presentation, and we told them that there are many issues which have to be resolved and we need to do something about it. So they were very happy to accept our proposal. And this project was awarded in early 2015, in January 2015, and we started working on this. So I'll now like to share my presentation. So can you see the presentation, please? Hello? Hello?
The presentation is visible.
So this is visible. Okay. So as I said, and you can hear me well?
Yes.
Yes, sir, audible, sir.
Okay. So as I said, that we wanted to study the problem of the use of LPG burner for PNG by jet enlargement. So as you can see, when we are increasing only the jet, what will happen? We are increasing the fuel flow rate. But since the burner is not optimized, so a part of this fuel, what we are giving, that will go as waste. So that will be decrease in thermal efficiency. So we wanted to improve the energy efficiency, and since the fuel is going as unburned in the room, so there are certain issues which we will discuss. What are the safety issues? And of course, this fuel is going as unburned, so you will have greenhouse gases. This will go in the form of CO2 or in the form of methane, which are greenhouse gases. So we developed a burner about which I will talk today, and why we are calling it a novel fuel efficient domestic PNG burner, because this is not an improvement on the existing burner. This is altogether a new technology, new burner. So this is developed from scratch. So that is why we are calling it a novel fuel efficient burner. And it's a technology for energy efficiency, consumer safety, and greenhouse gas reduction. We have filed several patents on this: Indian patent, PCT patent, Bangladesh patent. We have a design registration, and we have a standard for PNG. You see, when we started use of PNG in 2011, there was no BIS standard. In fact, BIS standard came in 2019. So there was no standard. Anybody was using whatever he wanted and without following any standard. So we followed the BIS standard. We are exceeding the standard. And we have issued 30 licenses for this, even on the launch date, and 40 licenses have been issued so far. I will talk about this in detail. So I'm very happy to be here on the panel discussing Saksham 2021, organized by Gale Training Institute, and we'll talk about this burner. So let us first see, before going to the burner or the PNG or LPG, what are the fuel options we have for the domestic use in India. We have biomass, which is still being used in the villages or in the forest areas. So we are burning the firewood. We are also burning the cow dung. We are burning bagasse or farm waste. And you know what are the problems? Lot of pollution, lot of health problems, and our, problem of, we are cutting the trees. Then came the kerosene that is derived from the crude oil, and it was introduced by Government of India under the public distribution system. And what happened? A lot of it was, sold in the black market at higher rates. Then it was also mixed in the petrol and diesel as adulteration. So then government thought that maybe the direct benefit transfer scheme will be more effective, and it was. Then came the biogas. It was also, came in a long way. That was generated from biomass like cow dung. So first at the at individual level and then also at community level. That was good alternative for the community. But the problem is it has 40% CO2, and due to 40% CO2 content, the energy efficiency is very low. The lower calorific value is there, and that is a problem. Then came the LPG. LPG is a crude oil derived fuel. It basically contains propane and butane. It has high calorific value. There is no CO2. Hence, we can say it's a clean fuel, low pollution fuel. Then came the Prime Minister Ujjwala Yojana, which started on 1st May 2016 from Balia in UP. And that has been the life changing for the poor who are burning the biomass, because, their lot of pollution problems were there and the ladies were, having a tough time. So this was really life changing for them. And the other thing is, there is a problem with LPG. If there is any leakage, LPG being heavier than air, the specific gravity being 1.5 to 2, it will go down and it will accumulate in the room. So that is a safety problem. And you have seen many accidents happening in the case of LPG, because LPG is stored in a cylinder under pressure. So cylinder can also burst and leakage can also be there. Then as far as the PNG is concerned, it is again a crude oil derived fuel. It is basically methane, primarily majorly methane, may have some ethane. The calorific value, if we compare to LPG, it is less than half, but it is a cleaner burning fuel than LPG. And the other thing is that you don't need a cylinder. We are supplying through pipe straight to the household, so we can save the cylinder cost. And there are no queues for consumers. I remember, standing in queue for LPG, but now it is coming to the home. And the other advantage is that if there is any leakage, PNG will go up because it is lighter than air, 0.5 to 0.6 specific gravity. So it will go up. If you can provide an opening, then it will be safe. Let's see the LPG and the LPG scenario in the country and the PNG idea. LPG, in fact, commenced in India in 1955 by the Burma Cell and later by Indian Oil in 1965 from Kolkata and Patna. LPG demand, if you see, that increased from only 0.41 million metric tons per annum in 1980 to 21 million metric tons per annum in 2019. Today, we have more than 30 crore LPG connections in India, but 50% of the LPG is imported. As far as the PNG is concerned, as I said, it was commenced in India in 2011 by Gujarat Gas. Today, we have more than 50 lakh connections. Mr. Chadha mentioned 56 lakh connections already there, registered with different gas distribution companies. Domestic PNG consumption in 2019 was 8548.75 million metric ton standard cubic meter. India's total LNG imports were as high as 22849 million metric standard cubic meter during 2018-19. And demand is increasing at a rate of 5.4% and will reach 132 billion cubic meter by 2030. So that is the scenario we have. Now, if we see the state-wise penetration of PNG, I'm having this data is a little old, 2016-17, but the point here is that PNG is, getting into every state and every city. Initially, it was only prevalent in Maharashtra, Gujarat and Delhi, but now we already have about 56 lakh connections today, as Mr. Chadha said, and city gas distribution is already launched nationwide. So it is increasing. Now let us see what happened when we started in 2011, and even today, what we are doing, we are using the PNG by modifying the LPG burner. So we are modifying the jet. So what happened? LPG burner was scientifically designed. As far as LPG is concerned, the LPG burner was scientifically designed for using LPG. But what we are doing, we are modifying it for PNG by jet enlargement. So what happened? If you see the efficiency, 65% for the LPG, and for PNG by using the jet enlarged stove, we are getting loss of 20 to 30%. So 20 to 30% loss is there. And not only that, this also increases indoor pollution due to incomplete combustion, because that is very clear. You are burning more fuel that is going unburnt, so you have pollution. And we also have problems. I will explain this, why it comes due to flame lift and flashback. As the fuel is coming out from the burner, the flame goes by the sides and it lifts up. So that is a safety problem. And we can say that tampering an ISI marked LPG burner. We have an ISI marked LPG burner which is designed for LPG. We are converting it to PNG by jet enlargement. So we will have suboptimal conversion. It cannot be optimal. So the efficiency will be low, and that will create safety issues due to induced flame lift and flashback. So we will call it a Jugaad PNG burner by jet enlargement of LPG burner. See, at a time when we have some problem, we have to find some solution. So in 2011 and even till now, since there was no PNG burner designed by anybody, so it was a good idea. It was a flexible approach to problem solving, and that uses whatever is available to us in an innovative way. But the only problem is without applying the scientific modeling knowledge. That was the problem. So we realized this problem, and by the help of PCRA, we designed first time original patented scientific innovation based on latest scientific modeling. So we did the scientific modeling of each and every part, designed various parts, and then finally came out with a burner, and we tested in the laboratory and in Delhi at various locations, and then that is how this burner came out. So let us see why we want to in the first place use PNG. Why idea of PNG to replace LPG? What is in it? Whether it is advantageous or not. So the first thing is, as you all know, that we are having subsidy. LPG is subsidized. We have no subsidy on petrol or diesel now. So this is a major worry as far as our GDP is concerned, that the subsidy of 32,989 crores for 2019-20 that will go. So if we convert LPG to PNG, if we replace LPG by PNG, there will be no subsidy. On PNG, there is no subsidy. That is number one. Number two, PNG is more safe because it is lighter than air. It will go out. So safety will be better. And the third thing is that you don't need a cylinder. There is no cylinder cost. So I remember and I see even in my house how much effort it takes and how much problem it is for the ladies to pick up the cylinder, to change the cylinder, and the transport issues on the road. So many accidents on the road. So all those problems will not be there. And near zero risk of consumer fraud. Whenever I get a LPG cylinder, we always say maybe I have not got the 100% filled up. Maybe there is some play, but it is coming directly to my house. There is a meter, so I get the full quantity. And as far as the price is concerned, 22% price advantage to the consumer on energy basis. So it is cheaper. Even if we are using the Jugaad burner, then also it is cheaper. And if we can, improve the burner, then you can imagine how much saving we will have. We already have more than 50 lakh connections in place, and city gas distribution system is launched in 400 cities during 2018. We also launched the city gas distribution program in 50 new geographical areas and 124 districts of India during 2019. Now, until the dedicated PNG burner was developed by CSIR, IIP and PCRA, all the stoves, they use the LPG burner modified with jet enlargement. So what will happen? 25 to 30% thermal efficiency loss, safety hazard due to possible flame lift and flashback, and loss of fuel to the atmosphere, that is greenhouse gas emissions. These will be the problems. So let us see what is the energy cost of various fuels. So you can see the life cycle cost of energy of various cooking energy options in the graph. The lowest one, you see the first is the, as I said, the firewood, natural draft firewood. So you have some cost. then little bit lower for the forced draft firewood. Then came the biogas household, individual, and then the community biogas is still lower. You have electric stove, you have induction stove, then you have the LPG, and you have PNG. So you can say the LPG cost is 2114 gigajoules per gigajoule of energy, whereas PNG is 1041 per gigajoule of energy. Full use of it. Why? Because let me see what is the efficiency. What is the in fact cost I am getting at the burner? So LPG I have to divide by 0.65 because 65% efficiency. So I get 3252 per gigajoule of energy. PNG only 40%. So I get 2602. So what I can do, I can make this 40% 65%. If there is a way that I can improve 25% efficiency and make it at par with LPG, then what will be the advantage? I can save 1000 rupees per gigajoule of energy I can save. If you divide this 1041 by 0.65, it will come out to be only 1602. So 1000 rupees per gigajoule of energy can be saved. So we decided that we will develop a new burner, a new PNG burner, which will be dedicated for PNG use. And we hope to achieve efficiency improvement of 25%. That means at par with the LPG. PNG burners should give 65%. No compromise on safety as envisaged in the Jugaad PG burner due to flame lift and flashback. Then similar production cost as of LPG burner. We will recover that 1000 per gigajoule of energy, and we will have all the ranges 1.5 to 2.25 kilowatt capacity as we have for the LPG burner. Then we also want to ensure that there is no duplication in the market. So we will have scientific design authentication by CSIR, IAP and PCRA hologram. We would meet the BIS standard IS 1753 2019. In fact, we want to exceed the standard, and it should be our efficiency will be such that getting ISI mark, if you want, that should be a cakewalk. Trademark name also we wanted to have for CSIR, IIP and PCRA logo. So what we did, we have seen each and every part and how it can be modeled, how it can be optimized. Let us first see the jet, which was being enlarged. But in fact, that was all heat and trial. If you want to know what should be the exact diameter for PNG, then that will be based on the calorific value, on the mass flow rate, on the density of PNG, and also on the Mach number and speed of sound in PNG. So we formulated the equations and then solved it. Similarly, for the mixing tube and gas manifold, we designed for PNG supply pressure, mass flow rate and density. You will see that the PNG supply pressure is different from the LPG supply pressure. I'll come to that. And if you see this mixing tube here, this is a special mixing tube. This has a throat. So as you know, the mass flow rate required for the PNG is more than double, because the calorific value is less than half. So we need more air supply to handle that fuel. So to get more air supply, we have created a throat so that the more air entrainment may be there. And then you have a divergent section so that the injector is supported and there is no leakage. So we have this special kind of mixing tube developed. And if you see the burner cap or the top, what we have done, the number of holes, how many numbers of holes should be there, what should be the hole dia, what should be the distance from one hole to the other hole, which is called as pitch. All these things, and what should be the surface area of the cap, what should be the angle, all these things, area of the cap, dia, depth, pitch, etc. to generate stable flame so that there is no flame lift for a range of gas flow rates that has to be designed. So we did the CFD modeling. We made all these equations, and these equations were discretized and solved iteratively using finite volume method modeling. Then thermal energy equation were derived and solved. Pressure, static enthalpy, density, and temperature were calculated. And finally, combined ATI dissipation model, EDM, and finite rate chemistry model used to model premixed flame of natural gas. So all that work was done. Now you see here the temperature profile. Now what we want, when you put the burner, the utensil over the burner, there is some gap between the utensil and the burner. This gap is from the burner to the burner head, burner top to the bottom of the utensil. So this has to be designed so that we get a better temperature profile and we get enhanced heat transfer. And this is different for LPG and PNG. This gap is different. So that was designed. And then what should be the orientation of the burner ports? What should be their angular position? That was optimized for efficiency improvement. Now you see here, this is very interesting diagram. Now what happened is the LPG burner is designed for 30 millibar inlet pressure. Now what we have done, now we have replaced LPG by PNG. Now the PNG supply pressure is only 21 millibar. So now we don't have 30 bar, we have 21 millibar. So what happened? When you use the LPG burner for LPG, you get a very good flame. But when you replace by the jet enlargement and you supply the natural gas or the PNG, then you see the flame leap. The flame goes like this. So this is not good. That is why we are wasting the fuel. So the PNG burner needs lower fuel inlet pressure, so means it has to be designed for 21 millibar. We designed the various components by this CFD modeling, and you can see the various components designed here. The burner designed for 1.53 kilowatt, 1.82 kilowatt, 2.06 and 2.25 as that of the LPG burner. So you can see all these components are different from LPG. And then the question was how to test, how to find out the thermal efficiency in the laboratory. In the laboratory, we don't have a supply of PNG. But what is PNG? It is basically, we are saying piped natural gas. So it is a natural gas. So we have CNG cylinder, compressed natural gas. So if we can reduce the pressure and bring it to 21 millibar. So we had a system here, and then you can see the manometer here. We are maintaining the 21 millibar pressure and then adjusting the flow rate. And then we can have this unit and we can calculate the thermal efficiency. So this measurement system of thermal efficiency was also designed by IIP. So we have calculated, we have a LPG burner which is modified for PNG use. We compared that stove with our dedicated burner, and we found that thermal efficiency improvement of 25 to 30% was achieved. We were getting this benefit. Now we thought that, okay, this is the laboratory result, 25 to 30%. But what happens in the field? What is the feedback of the actual user? So what we did, we went to Delhi, and the best thing is that we thought that let us go to the pantry of Honorable Minister, Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Shastri Bhavan, New Delhi. So we went there, and they were tested, monitored by PCRA. You see Mr. Surinder Pratap standing here, and there was a team of people, the actual users. They were making tea on this burner. So they used both the stoves side by side. They made tea in those stoves, and there was separate, measurement system. And they found that with the existing LPG burner modified for PNG, 0.0039 meter cube per cup of tea was calculated. And with CSR IIP improved burner, it was 0.0027 meter cube, and 31% of PNG saving was achieved. This is a average of large data, and all the precautions were taken. And then we did these trials at various other locations like CSIR, CRRI, and 2 other locations. And again, we got 25 to 30% improvement. So then we thought, what happened? This is very interesting that, we developed this burner with PCRA. And then PCRA said, okay, now this is ready. Let us give it to the gas distribution companies like GAIL, and you give us few thousand pieces. So supply us few thousand pieces. Then I thought that how we can supply few thousand pieces? We have 2-3 burners only. So that will take years. So we have to, in fact, what we have to do, we have to bring in manufacturers now. We have to license our technology. Otherwise, it's not possible. So how to do it? So we thought, let us do a unique program. We conducted a seminar. We invited all the reputed 40 manufacturers of LPG burners. And we had a unique program, presentation, demonstration, and on-the-spot licensing of the improved domestic cooking burner for PNG. That was held on 15th March 2019, and Sri Alok Tripathi ji, ED PCRA, was the chief guest. So what we did, we made a presentation on our burner. We gave the live demonstration, and we asked the manufacturers, are you satisfied? Do you see that this will give benefit? And they were all very happy. They said that seeing the blue flame, we are sure that this will give the benefit. Then I said, okay, do you want to take the license? You take the license today, I'll give 50% discount in the license fee. So all of them were very, very excited. And out of 40 manufacturers, 30 immediately took the license on the launch day itself. This was a kind of history and a benchmark in the industry-friendly technology transfer practices. Till date, we have issued 40 licenses, and all the big players have our license, whether it is Sunflame or it is anybody else. The product fabrication document containing all the design details has been issued to the licensees, and this novel fuel-efficient domestic burner with the financial support of PCRA is designed as per the BIS standards, meeting all the standards. Now you see what we have done. We have given this program to a logo manufacturing company, well-reputed company, and you have this logo here, which will be fixed on each and every stove, which will have a logo of CSIR IAP and the PCRA, and it has a QR code. As the customer, suppose he goes to a shop and purchase the stove, then what he will do, he will scan this QR code with his mobile. That can be done by using the generic QR code scanner or CSR IAP. Mobile application can be downloaded. So a window will open and the customer will provide mobile number, his email, city of purchase, manufacturer name, and name of the soap. Then he will submit the data and it will go to the product authentication software at IIP. We'll send a OTP to verify, and then we will match with the registration number hidden in the QR code. We will match that it is actually issued from the manufacturer, who is the manufacturer, what is the registration number, and whether it is the authentic product or not. And the confirmation message will be shown to the customer, yes, you have got the right product. If it is not, we will come to know that by whose manufacturer's name and at which soap this duplicate product is being sold. So we can create multiple kind of reports. So all that system is in place at IIP. So in fact, there are 6 manufacturers who are already selling various models of the PNG stoves in the market. They are available even on the Flipkart and other online websites, and they are also available on order, on request. So you can see this RS Enterprises and RS Industries, Ritisa Home Appliances, Yes Appliances, Raja Enterprises, and many more are coming up. So you can see the available models of the PNG stoves in the market. These are already available in the market. There is a 2-burner stainless steel body model by various manufacturers. Then you have 3-burner stainless steel body model. And then you have 2-burner glass stove model, 3-burner glass stove model, and also 4-burner glass model. So every model is available in the market. So then we tested these. All these stoves are certified from IIP. Thermal efficiency of the LPG converted burner was 40%, and thermal efficiency of LPG burner for LPG operation was 65 to 67%. So the loss was 25 to 27%. And we promised that we will give greater than 65%. And we in fact got same 65 to 67%. So the actual recovery of loss in thermal efficiency was 100%. So we can say that we are getting an advantage of about 25 to 27%. All of these people are now selling in the market. This is just to show that how this is a steel body burner, which we tested. This, if you see from here, you can't say it is LPG or PNG, but if you see the down side of it, then you see the mixing tube, which is entirely different. So finally, you can see this is that was a just first product, so not so good. Then you see that how it was finalized model of the mixing tube for the die casting. And we not only left at the mixing tube or the burner, we also discussed the specification of the total stove with the manufacturers. We wanted that they use a good material, and all of them use the same material. So that is why the stove body weight was also decided. Let us that time then two curves on current installed basis can be achieved. And an incremental PNG demand is met by LNG imports, so corresponding foreign exchange saving will be there. The growth of PNG usage in India is expected to be exponential. As you all know that we are, for the next 4 years, we have a plan of adding at least 1 crore stoves per year or 4 crores in next 4 years. So huge national saving will be there. And again, you have a subsidy of on LPG of rupees 206 per cylinder, and also the cylinder cost. And Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas has also launched Satat scheme. They want to convert the biogas, bio-based natural gas, that is the biogas, to PNG. What we have done in IIP, we have a technology where we can remove the CO2 in the biogas and we can convert it into bio-PNG, and that can be fed to the PNG line straightway. So we have also done that. So now let us see the savings on yearly penetration of PNG. So we know that CGD program has been launched. So we are estimating that at least 1 crore per year is the plan of the government to introduce. If we do that, and then we can 25% improvement will give us rupees 1,004 crores of saving. Subsidy per cylinder rupees 206 for 12 cylinders in a year. So yearly subsidy per connection will be 2472. Assuming that subsidy is available to about 90% of the total connections. So we have also calculated that the subsidy saving will be rupees 2,225 crores. And cost of one cylinder is about rupees 850, assuming every connection has 2 cylinders. So no cylinder is required now. So we will save 1,700 crores not to be invested on the cylinders. So yearly depreciation maybe 170 crores. So by adding all this, we can say that yearly national saving for new connections of 1 crores per year will be 3,399 crores. And if you add that 50 lakhs, this may become 3,900 crores. Now let us see what are the environmental benefits due to adoption of CSIR IIP designed burner. As I said that, let's say for an average daily consumption of 0.5 SCM per household, then total consumption of PNG will be about 182.5 SCM per year, or you can say about 100 kg per year. For an existing 50 lakh connections, if we say, then the total PNG consumption will be around 0.5 million tons per annum. And if you calculate that 1 kg of methane will produce 2.75 kg of CO2. So 0.5 million tons of methane burning shall produce around 1.375 million tons of CO2 per year. So what we can say that in the in-use inefficient PNG burner, 25% PNG is going as waste. We can assume that whatever is going waste, about 50% may be coming out as CO2 after burning and 50% as unburned methane. So if we calculate, we can say that if we add 1 crore connections per year, then 9.28 million tons per year of CO2 emissions will be saved. That is a huge figure. So what we can do now, we have a proposal to promote the use of fuel efficient PNG burner in the national interest, as is mentioned by Mr. Sastry also, that they want to replace at least 10 lakh connections by having the MOU with EESL now. So we want that all these 50 lakhs to be changed somehow in some time frame. And additionally 1 crore connections which are added each year, we have a plan, and it is better if they use CSIR IIP dedicated burner. We are taking every care that the stove quality is continuously monitored by CSIR IIP as per the terms of the license that is built in the license, that we will check from time to time what is the quality. Then it is very, very important that consumer is to be educated through TV campaigns for 25% saving of PNG by changing their stove. In addition to age of cooking, they will have better cooking, reduction in indoor pollution, ensuring better safety and clean utensils. Short film and story on PNG burner may be provided by CSIR IIP to PCRA or any city gas distribution companies for campaigning on TV and FM radio. So if I go to the conclusions, I can say that as far as CSIR IIP is concerned, we develop and commercialize major technologies for the hydrocarbon industry, and that the cost is in millions of dollars. But we feel very, very happy and very satisfied to give the nation an efficient and safe product, a novel fuel efficient domestic PNG burner, because it will benefit the common man of the country. The dedicated PNG burner will provide thermal efficiency improvement of 25 to 30%. Sir, it is not 10 to 15%, it is 25 to 30%. And will eliminate flame lift and flashback compared to converted burner. Adoption of dedicated PNG stove for 1 crore connections to be added each year will lead to the saving of approximately 3,400 crores and 9.28 million tons of CO2 will be saved. Various steel and glass body models of the fuel efficient PNG burner are now available, and our licensees are waiting eagerly to give bulk order, because you know every licensee has a capacity of about 1 lakh stoves per month. So giving 10 lakh stoves will not be a problem. MOU signed between PCRA and Energy Efficient Services Limited for nationwide introduction of this novel fuel efficient PNG burner will create a platform for the benefit of manufacturers and also the consumer. So this is a very, very welcome step. Thank you very much for your kind attention, and I request the wholehearted support of everybody connected today for nationwide introduction of this novel fuel efficient domestic PNG burner for major national impact. I know there will be many questions, and I will be very, very happy to answer all of them. So I invite you to participate. Thank you very much.
What is the cost of this PNG burn?
Yeah, the cost of the, for example, the cost of the steel body burner is around rupees 1200, which is same as the LPG burner. There is no difference.
Anybody else?
What is the availability of such burners?
As I said, we have given the licenses to 40 manufacturers. They're all big people, and their capacity is 1 lakh burner per month each. So you can multiply 40 by 1 lakh, 40 lakhs per month they can manufacture. The only thing is there is no order. And before this, you had this agreement with EESL. They were waiting eagerly that who will buy from them. So now they are very happy. And this will not only revive the stove industry, because for LPG, they are not having much orders now. That Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana is now over. So they are in fact eagerly waiting, and this will create a huge employment generation.
Any geographical location?
It is basically, yeah, basically they are in Himachal Pradesh, Badi region. That. So most of them are there, but they are in Faridabad also. They are in Delhi also. So at various locations we have given at Hardwar, at Saharanpur. Every manufacturer has almost, and every big person has taken a license.
Yeah, Mr. Jain.
Yeah.
For the benefit of all this thing, can you just explain whether it is required to replace the LPG stove altogether, or that new CNG burner can be retrofitted into the same existing LPG stove?
Please unmute. Please unmute yourself. It got muted.
I don't know how it got
Please
muted. Okay.
Please repeat.
Okay. So it is not a good idea to replace the burner in the existing body, because the existing body is of different shapes and sizes. So what happens is this unit, the burner, is designed for a specific dimensions. So when I have one burner, so it is designed. It has to be in the center. The loading height is different for, as I said, for PNG is different. So the loading height will be different, and the mixing tube is different. So its fitting will be different. So we will design one unit, then you can multiply 1 burner, 2 burner, 3 burner, 4 burner. You can make different sizes body. But if I fit in the existing body, then it will be very difficult to fit the mixing tube, and to, everything has to be changed. Only the structure will remain, because even as I said, the loading height is different. It has to be centered. The burner location and the angle of the burner, that is also different. So it will be difficult to fit, and you will compromise. And what will be remaining? Only 20% of the cost. So it is not really a good idea to fit in the existing burner. And the second point is that the manufacturer will give warranty on the stove, not on the burner. So that will also be a problem.
Yes.
So, I just want to explain one point which is very important. As I said, the supply pressure of PNG is 21 millibar, and the supply pressure of the LPG stove was designed for 30 millibar. You know what happens when you have the mixture of fuel and air, and that goes into the burner port? Then there is certain burning velocity. That burning velocity, whatever the speed of the fuel air mixture, that should be less than the burning velocity. Then only it will burn properly. But what happens when you change by enlarging the jet, you use the LPG burner for PNG use, this is disturbed, because that is designed for 30 millibar. So what happens? The burning velocity becomes less than the fuel air mixture, and that is why this mixture is going haywire, and there is flame lift and there is loss. And this cannot be avoided if you don't have a designed burner, because here what we have done, we have a special mixing tube which is divergent type, and then if you see the burner port, that has quite area, whereas in LPG it's straight going and burning. So you need a reservoir so that the maximum the fuel flow rate of 2 times can be compensated. So there are many features in this burner, and it will certainly give you 20-25% improvement. Not only that, there are certain other problems, like if you talk to the actual users, you may also be using PNG. Sometimes you see the bottom of the utensil that gets blackened. And second thing is, I also heard that some of the glass burners, the glass stove, the glass is breaking. That is again because of this problem. So there will be, all these problems will be solved if you use this burner. I'll be happy to answer any questions, please.
One question.
Pardon me?
Sir, I have just one question.
Yeah.
Proceed.
Sir, do we have a strategy to replace the old burners? Because considering the consumer perspective, they will always look at the return on investment. So if we can devise a strategy to replace the old burners at little extra cost, then we can target the existing customers as well, instead of asking them to spend 1,200 rupees for a fresh burner.
You have to see the long run. You have to convince them that it will give them 25% improvement, and even the total cost of that 1,200 rupees will be recovered in how many months? In 1 year maximum, even for a small consumer. So that way, because you see, by doing this kind of fitting, once we give the burner to a local person to change, then duplicacy will come in. He will have local manufacturing. He will not buy from the manufacturers. Then he will start manufacturing those parts and try to replace. And all this economy, what we are talking of 20% improvement, 25% improvement, that will be lost. And then we will, all the manufacturers, our licenses will have a bad name, because ultimately whosoever changes will be forgotten, and that will be said this is CSR IIP PCRA burner and it is not working all right. That is why getting into this business is little risky, that by replacing only parts. And there is not much difference. 1,200 rupees, what is the cost of the body? Maybe 200 rupees only. What will remain? Because all the parts are changing.
Sir, I completely agree. I just feel that a normal consumer would not be so much aware. We want to target everyone in the market, and they might not feel the need and the environment concerns. But
I understand. The more precise answer is, like you have 3-4 kinds of burner. As I said, you have a glass top burner. Naturally, in the glass top burner, it will not be possible because the mixing tube is designed especially to fit a special body. So in the glass top burner, if you want to change the, because that has connecting tubes also. If you want to change the mixing tube, it will not be possible. In the simple steel body burner, which is 1,200 rupees, maybe that we can think of, replacing the parts. But then the price difference, what will be, he will save only maybe out of 1,200 rupees, maybe 200 rupees for the remaining body. So again, it has to be seen whether, and that will look dirty. So if he gets a new, altogether new stove in 1,200 rupees, rather than replacing parts in 1,000 rupees, I don't see that he will prefer that.
Right, sir. Thank you.
Well, I just wanted to clarify one thing. On your presentation, you have shown that domestic, this PNG with Jugaad technology, before you introduced the copper burner, it started in 2011, but I have used the Jugaad technology gas burner in 85 in Baroda. Because Baroda and Ankleshwar were using piped natural gas by just increasing the nozzle from mid-80s itself. So I just wanted to correct it, whether it is in your listing or you are just, because even after that in Mumbai also, GSJV, in IDL also, this was started in 99-2000 itself.
Well, I did not get your question properly. Probably you are saying that by increasing the jet, you can use different gases.
No, sir, I am not talking about the jet. I am talking about the usage starting with domestic PNG. In your presentation, 2011. But the earlier technology by just replacing the nozzles was even prevalent in 85 in Gujarat by Gujarat Gas and Baroda Municipal Corporation. I just wanted to keep my point. Are you getting me, sir?
No, I'm not getting you properly. I'm not. Your voice is not coming.
Sir,
He's basically
anybody-
trying to,
Yeah.
yeah, in fact, the point is that in your presentation, you showed that this use of PNG with that Jugaad technology started in 2011. What we want to put the point is that this Jugaad technology is in use since 1985 in Ankleshwar, Baroda and Surat, where
Yeah, right. I agree.
PNG started much earlier than 2011.
Right. Yeah, that is right. I agree with you. I only said that at the commercial scale, it started in 2011. Definitely, it is being used much earlier, and with this enlarging the jet. But as I said, that it is the Mach number it is the Wobe index. It is the Wobe index which decides whether the gas can be changed or not. Since the Wobe index of PNG and LPG is very, very different, being 80 or 58 for the PNG. So if you do that, you will burn the fuel. Like, I will give one more example. Like, we are talking of mixing DME with LPG. I think you may be aware of that. We are talking of 20% DME blend in LPG. Again, the same problem, because DME and LPG are two different fuel and their Wobe index is entirely different. So that is why we can go only maybe up to 10%. If we add more than 10%, there will be problems. So what is the solution? The solution is that to mix two fuels which are having closer Wobe index. So what will be the good idea? The good idea will be that you can mix DME in PNG rather than mixing it with LPG. So like in PNG, the another advantage will be that I can add 20% DME easily, which is more difficult to add in LPG.
Sir, I have one more question.
Yeah.
Sir, as you have shown that there are established benefits by using a proper LPG, proper burner for this PNG.
Yeah.
So why the government of India is not basically making it statutory for all the PNG companies? So when
if the government decides to make the PNG BIS specification for PNG stove mandatory, if that is done, then all of these stoves which are made by JET are not only modified the in-use stove. Even you in the market, you get the new stove as LPG, as PNG stove, which is created by JET enlargement. So if you make the BIS standard mandatory for PNG stove, then all these will go out of the market. Because the PNG standard of BIS will be met only by the IIP stove today. Today there is no other stove which will meet the BIS standard.
Thank you.
Any other question from anybody?
Sir, there is one more question, extension of there is one more question, extension of earlier question. Have you made any attempt to market this stove, gas stoves through PNG companies or the CGD companies?
Yes, we are. We have been continuously talking to all the CGD companies. We had a seminar at GAIL office, New Delhi, and we were requesting all of the gas companies to kindly tie up with our manufacturers and take supply from them.
Is any company, I mean, distributing this gas stove, CGD company?
I will answer this question. About 1,000 stoves purchased by MGL, 1,000 stoves purchased by IGL, and 500 by GAIL Gas. So they are on distribution.
Okay, thank you.
Now I will request Dr. R.S. Nilumurgan, GM Training, to give vote of thanks.
जो ऑनलाइन जुड़े हैं उनका भी कोई क्वेरी वगैरह हो देख लो
लाइव स्ट्रीम
अच्छा
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your very lucid and practical presentation, starting from the conceptualization, design, then pilot scaling, commercialization, and how the marketing. It was very wonderful session, and we could learn, and hopefully this awareness goes to entire GAIL employees, and they are listening over the live stream. Our thanks to you for accepting and delivering this session. Thanks to you. I also would like to thank our executive directors, Sri D.V. Sastry, ED Training, R&D and Startup, and our Sri Raman Chaddaji, ED PD and PD for accepting our invitation to join this inauguration of the series of talks. This is the first talk for this session. I thank both of them and be there at the end of the session. Thanks both of them. And I also thank the team BAS and also team TQM and team GTA for the successful organizing of this session. I thank everyone. Thanks a lot, sir. Any concluding? Thank you. So we'll be in touch with you. Fine.
It is my pleasure to be present here today, and we'll keep in touch.
So nice. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Chale sir, let's join lunch. Lunch.
Mute कर दिया